tasked with the great and mellifluous task of presenting to you about holistic wellness. I had to start with something kind of funny because humor does increase our level of wellness. I was remembering a story of a married couple. Now they had been married for over 60 years, and there was in this room there was a great celebration. So one man got up and said, "Sir, how is it that you managed to stay married for 60 years? And the man said, "It's very simple. I lived a holistic and wild life. I treated my wife with respect and honor and dignity, and I always took on trips around the world. In fact, for our 25th anniversary, I took her to Beijing, China." Everybody politely applauded. And then they asked, "What did you do for your 50th anniversary?" He said, "I went back and picked her up." How many of you have got the big and hairy, audacious goal of living a holistic life? Raise your hand. How many of you know that it's a good idea to live a holistic life? Raise your hand, please. In fact, say aye. Aye. Now, every single one of us, whether we're a CEO, a president, or we're just a worker or a person trying to raise a family, all of us face all these challenges that try to derail us. If you would think of our lives as this table over here, as this table is supported by 4 pillars. If you take away one pillar, it's going to fall down. If you take away the second pillar, it's going to be even more crippled. However, if you were to take all of them away, it will completely fall apart. And our lives are held up by different areas of wellness: spiritual, mental, social, physical, emotional, and financial. First, I'll start with spiritual. Now, spiritual component means you being in touch with your maker, with your God, praying, meditating, doing yoga. The reason this is important because it helps you in this time of turbulence to get into a place called silence, where you're able to focus, when you're able to concentrate. And also when you're facing times and periods of danger, like for no reason jumping off a perfectly working bridge, or deciding to go skydiving with a plane that is completely fine and working, and you face these times of dangers and hard times, when you connect with your maker, you're going to find a source of strength that you would have without. Everybody say, stay connected to your spiritual wellness.
Stay connected to your spiritual
wellness. The
wellness.
next thing is your mental wellness. Now, this could be your vocation. You go to work, but I'd like to focus on education. Now, my cool dad says that the greatest sin that you can commit against any individual is to deny them education. Now, the different forms of education. There's a formal education, such as studying UCT in the sciences and training. However, there's a more important education that we, all of us, as Toastmasters, like to focus on, which is self-education. Improving your mind, improving your abilities, improving your skills. Now, Jim Rohn always said that if you work hard on your job, you'll make yourself a living, which is fine. But if you work hard on yourself, you will make yourself a fortune. Now, you could go, in terms of increasing education, you could read books, watch documentaries, watch things that are enriching. And you could also go to the library. I remember this one time I went to the library and I said, "Sir, could you please point me to the self-help section?" He said, "I won't do so." I was like, "Why?" He says, "That will defeat the purpose of you coming here." So everyone say, focus on education.
Focus on education.
The next thing is your social component. You socializing with people who are like-minded. My emotional mom always told me that birds of a feather flock together. If you hang out with 9 millions of people, you're going to invariably be number 10. So you should find people who are in line with what it is that you want to do, like coming to a Toastmasters meeting, going to a convention or a conference where you're going to find like-minded people. You can find good friends, which are nothing more than family you choose for yourself. But one of my favorite ways to stay connected is to stay with my family, my mom, my dad, my crazy brother, my sister that I always fight with. People always ask, why do you fight with your family? I'm like, if you can't fight with your brother and your sister, then who can you fight with? Because blood is thicker than water, ladies and gentlemen, and nobody is thicker than my brother. So say to each other, stay socially connected.
Stay socially connected.
The next thing is your physical well-being. Now this is you going to the gym, you staying physically fit, and making sure that you've got the six packs and your wonderful calf muscles, looking like Cristiano Ronaldo, who is a very great inspiration of mine. And I spoke to a friend of mine and said, hey, you look out of shape. Let's go to the gym. Let's get the six pack and rig it. And he said to me, look, listen, I am in shape. After all, round is a shape. It takes you a six pack to get one girl, but it takes me one pack to get six. So one of the ways that you can stay physically well is for you to exercise, have the right diet, and always be conscious of your weight and the way you look. Everybody says, take care of your body.
Take care of your body.
The next part is your emotional well-being. Now, I know a lot of emotional people. I'm sure everybody knows a lot of emotional people. You get those people who cry when they're happy, they cry when they're sad, they cry when they don't know why they're crying. So there are different types of emotions. The first type is bad emotions: anger, depression, hate, fear. And those are not good for our wellness, because if we focus on these types of emotions, we will not be well. Everybody has been in a situation where they did something based on a bad emotion, and this was not good for them. And so there are other types of emotions like being happy, being joyful, and being in a place of serenity. Like when I started the speech off, I started with a good joke, that immediately uplifted the wellness in the room. So you should always be able to control your emotions. Say to the person, control your emotions. The last component I want to talk about is your financial well-being. They say money can't buy you happiness, but I say money can't buy you happiness, but it can make a good down payment, you know what I mean? So many people believe that money is the root of all evil, that money cannot buy you happiness. However, money has brought more happiness than has poverty. So what you have to do is, when you focus on your money, you should, number one, have a budget. I do struggle with this sometimes. Save at least 10%, put some money towards your education and your wellness, and also be a person that always gives. So just to recap in living a well holistic life. One, take care of your spiritual component, your mental component, stay socially connected, take care of your physical well-being, manage your emotions, and control your finances. So I would like to leave this on a note. Say to each other, stay holistic.
Stay
holistic.